Hey guys, this is Mega Comrade broadcasting live from Dallas, Texas, United States. Today's date is Wednesday, August 21st, 2024 at about 11:35 a.m. here in Dallas, Texas. We have our illustrious son, Edo-son, Benin-son, Comrade Goodluck Body Osarati, live from Benin. So, Comrade, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, good evening once again. Mega Comrade, thank you for hosting me. It's a pleasure to be here once again. And I thank viewers at home. Love to you from Benin City and to every Edo persons and supporters of Edo State across the world. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
Thank you so much. Before we start, you can see this campaign is getting to another stage of election fraud story that has been going on in Edo. We cannot start without addressing the elephant in the room. I am going to bring you are aware of the poll that is ongoing in Edo. Now, I don't know how they conduct the poll. You might want to educate our people. Hence, you are very close to the campaign. Dr. Igodalo himself. I know you were once attached to me as a spy, but at the end of the day, you did your job very well. Let me bring out this picture and tell us about it. I think this is the picture of the poll. Can you see this? Can you see this picture right here? So yes. Can you enlighten us about this picture right here?
Okay. Thank you very much, Mega Comrade. We have to first of all thank you for all you are doing, trying to fight for the Edo people in terms of trying to get the right and the best candidates to govern our dear state. And I must tell you that when you were around, I followed you to some places where you went to inspect some projects, and you also raised some concerns about some roads across the states. And then those ones that were in good shape, you said it, and some other ones that needed government attention, you raised them. And I must tell you now, for the public to hear that Uguewisi that is concerned about, the governor has just flagged it off last week. So I think we have to give credit to you too, because you brought it to the attention of the governor once again, and I think that has been done. Having said that, we are pretty sure we are preparing for the election. Edo women are going I am fearful. So that is to say that until that September 22nd, a maximum has been announced as the winner. They will not say that we will not rest, continue to do our best and to tell Edo people what it is. We are pretty sure we are prepared for the election. You see what my candidate has been doing. He has been the only candidate going around the world to talk to Edo people in diaspora too about. So what it means is that this poll, we want to talk about.
And please, those that are calling him need to stop calling. I made a mistake. You should have used your laptop earlier today. People that are calling him need to stop calling him. Please, you are disturbing our brokers. If you are calling Comrade Goodluck, you need to stop calling him at this moment. You are disturbing the brokers. Comrade, if there's a way you can just connect your laptop, it will be more better so that we can do this from the laptop. If you can hear me, just go ahead and do that, guys. Before he gets back, because people keep calling his phone line. I promise you next time we are going to be.
No, it was a call. It was a call. They are disturbing my phone. They are just That's why I'm sorry for that. I'm very sorry about that.
They're going to keep calling you. Next time we will use a laptop. Your laptop, we can just use that next time.
Better.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Thank you very much. Like I said, you know, there are several other interests. There are several groups, individuals, bodies that are concerned about election in Nigeria. They have been forecasting. Some of them have been predicting. They'll be conducting polls of the direction the election is still going to emerge the candidate. Now, you know, people will always make their prediction. Our side will continue to work and work and work. But what first I want to talk about now is the prediction or the polls, not prediction now, the polls conducted by Business Day newspaper. You know, Business Day newspaper is one of the most credible newspaper outfits we have in this country. And they carried out their post. Okay, thank you very much. You can see the poll they carried out there. Now, you want to know how credible a poll is. First, you look at the body conducting the poll. Then two, very most importantly, you look at the methodology, how the poll was conducted. Then three, you look at the parameters used in carrying out the poll and all of that. Now, having established that, you know, August this month, they came out with these results and they predicted, or according to their results, I must first of all say that this result was an audited result. Okay. It was audited, validated, and before they released it. It's not just anyhow report. So we want to look at how they arrived at this. First, I must say that they predicted Aswe Udalo to be the winner. It's true, which is true. Based on the realities on ground here, Aswe Udalo will emerge the winner of the election. But sometimes I try to beg to disagree with them because the winning margin they are giving Udalo 68%. They gave Akpata Olumide 14%, and they gave Mondo Kwelo 18%. For me, based on what I can see on ground here, for what I can see in those states, I would say that if this election is conducted today, Aswe Udalo will emerge with not less than 19 or 85%. But let's look at the parameters they used in this election. First, they did not target the entire population of Edo State, which is about 5.0 million. What they considered or what they targeted was the registered voters in Edo State. I think it is important we establish this. They targeted the registered voters in Edo State using the INEC voters register. So what it means is that it is targeted at only the registered voter, which is about 2 million in Edo State. We have about 2 million registered voters in Edo State, and that was what they targeted across the 18 local governments. And the method they also used was the random sampling. They used a random sampling. You know, in science or in statistics, you have various methods of sampling. What it means is that if you want to take a sample of a population of whatever it is for data analysis, if you can get 1,000, you know, or a little above 1,000 to get your sampling randomly, it will be a true reflection of what you are actually talking about. Therefore, it is important we establish this, because if we don't establish this, there may be a kind of problem, or people may not really understand what it means. And why this is important is this again. I'll give you an instance. If you want to make a cup of tea, let's say you want to make a cup of tea, for example, you add all your ingredients into it. So what it means is that you have your sugar, you have your Bonvita or Milo or Lipton and all of that. Then after adding all the ingredients, you stir. So when you stir to make your tea, a teaspoonful of that tea should tell you what that tea is, whether it is sugary whether it is watery, whether it has whatever it is. So that is the method of the sampling used by Business Day. So they conducted the poll using about 1,170 something voters, registered voters. So that was what they used. So the result they have here was that they have Ighodalo having 68%. But let us look at the parameters used in carrying out. What they look at the demography. What is the demography? That is the gender. They look at the male and the female. What are they saying? They discovered that they used 68% of the men and 32% of women. That is the gender in terms of registered voters in Edo State. Now they look at another parameter, which is top 3 issues. Now, what are the issues? Why do people arrive at this when they ask them? What are the issues? Because these issues, they are very, very important in terms of looking at the voters turnout. You know, there has been kind of voter apathy where people do not want to turn out to go and vote. And what are the likely reasons for them not to go out to vote? And what actually shaped this poll, asking the question was that, one, the current cost of living in Edo State, and that gave them 46%. Of course, you know that Nigeria is in a serious economic crisis, inflation and all of that. So that you need to ask people how they view this election. Why did they project Ighodalo, the winner? So most of them said they will vote for Ighodalo. I think about 46% when they consider the current cost of living that is very expensive, and this is orchestrated by the APC-led federal government. You are aware of this, the inflation in the country, the hunger in the country, and all of that. So they consider that, and because of that, they decided to vote for the People's Democratic Party and the candidate. Then there is another one, roads, that accounted for 36%. Then insecurity is also part of that, amounted to 18%. So you can see the method of this poll carried out by Business Day. It was a thorough job. Now, this insecurity, it is in this insecurity you have serious voter apathy. For example, you can see what is happening in Edo State now. You can see series of threats. I want to use the word threat, vices, social vices, intimidation, people trying to intimidate the voters, people trying to create fear in the mind of the voters, and the harassment of opposition political parties, by the security men. And I'm very sure you saw the PDP recently. They had a press briefing stating that there are some criminal policemen, or not policemen, or security agencies that are arresting some of their members and supporters across the state. So you also saw what happened across along Airport Road some times ago, when there was a fracas, shooting and all of that. So by those implemented talks, according to what we saw on the video, so that was an attempt to intimidate the voters or potential voters, so that when they are intimidated, then they will not be able to come out. And of course, you know the level of insecurity in this country, and that had a lot of effect, because people can no longer go to their farms, like in the north, where we had our chunk of food being brought. People cannot go to the farm because of banditry and all of that. Then I want you to look at another parameter they used for determining this poll. They look at the zoning. Of course, this is a hot subject of debate, zoning. We have the 3 senatorial districts in Edo State, the Edo South, which is the Benins, then you have the Edo Central and the Edo North. And of course, on public record, that since 1999, Edo Central has not produced a governor in Edo State. So there has been that agitation that should be the zone to produce the next governor of Edo State. So all this, I don't want to call it sentiment, I will just call it narrative. They have actually played critical role in shaping people's choice or in shaping people's opinions and decision as to what will likely happen. When they carried out that poll amongst the registered voters, 61.2% said yes, power should go to Edo Central, while 14.8% said that no, it does not matter, it shouldn't go to Edo Central. Then 24% did not respond. They said they don't know, no response. So what that means is that, you know, the two major political parties right now, the PDP and the APC, they have candidates from Edo Central. Of course, you know, Asue Gudalo, the People's Democratic Party candidate is from Ewoimi in Esa Southeast local government. Then you have that of the APC, is from Owesa in Esa Central government. So what that means is that it is clear that the next governor of Edo State is going to emerge from Edo State. But what we need more clarification for, or what business they carried out their poll further to ascertain, was who will be the next governor amongst two candidates from Edo Central. Then they also look at the voters' intent. What is the voters' intent? You know, we're in a country where some people that have PVC, many of the people that have PVC, they don't come out to vote. Others, they don't have, but they want to vote. So that is the voters' intent. From the voters' intent they carried out, 73% said yes, they will vote. 73.1% said they will vote. Don't forget, we are dealing with data. We are dealing with only the registered voters in Edo State. So 73.1% said they will vote. 14.5% said no, they will not vote. Then we still have 11.4% undecided, while 1% said that they don't know. You know, why this thing is important is this. So people were saying that they don't want to vote, and when you ask them, they will tell you that votes don't count anymore in Nigeria or in Edo State in Nigeria. So you know that a lot of people hold this sentiment very strongly. It's not a, and when you ask them, they will tell you that rigging and all of that play a very important role to shape their opinion that they are not going to vote. So you know what I explained before, like the insecurity and all of that. Some people are even afraid that they can't go to their polling units on that to vote. Some are equally afraid that, look, when they get to the polling unit, there's going to be likelihood of violence. And that is why we are saying that the security agency and INEC should make sure that the atmosphere is very free. It's free from intimidation, it's from threats, from now till the election day proper. And that some people do no longer have the confidence that their vote will be counted because of what is happening in the country. And that is what the next video is going to talk about, because Osita Chidoka carried out analysis, a thorough analysis as to the election that took place in Bayelsa, in KOGI State, and in Imo State. Those were the current or the recent elections that happened in Nigeria. So after this, they will now go into that to see why people have lost interest in the Nigeria electoral. But something is unique about Edo State. Edo State, as it is, the only thing is voter apathy. Edo State votes count. There has never been a time that we vote in Edo State and it never counted since 1999 up to this moment. And Edo State, I give it to them, Edo people, because you cannot rig election against a determined people. So the history is there. And that is why we are also telling the people that, look, no matter the intimidation, no matter the threats by the opposition, they should just go there and vote. And by this, I also announced to the people that the continuous voters registration that happened last month, the collection of the PVC will begin tomorrow, Thursday. So INEC will give a guideline on how to collect the PVC. So people should get ready to collect their PVC and vote. This, when the atmosphere is tensed or when there is threats, so people will naturally be afraid to come out and vote. So what we are telling them is that there has never been a time when Edo State people's vote did not count. So it will always count. So there is another parameter they use that are collected PVC. You know, it is one thing for people to register, it's another thing for them to collect PVC. Now, 95.9% have collected their PVC. 95.9% have collected their PVC, while 4.1% have not collected their PVC. So what does that mean? It means that we still have some persons who have not collected their PVC. So at the end of the day, Chaiii Ighodalo, the decision was that he won the election. He will win the election by 68%. So this is the poll by Business Day, a very reputable newspaper feed in Nigeria. So what does this mean is that, you know, we still have about a month to the election. This 1 month left, we on our side, we are going to engage the people more. It is no doubt that the only candidate that has been engaging the people is Chaiii Ighodalo. You are aware of this. We've gone around the 192 wards. He's the only candidate. You saw last time he went to Europe, he went to Italy, he went to Germany, 2 cities in Italy, Hamburg and Nuremberg. He went to London, he went to Manchester. And very recently, he went to the United States of America. He went first to Atlanta, where he met Edo people. Thank you very much once again, Mega Comrade, for showing that live. You know, you were live, showing everything live. We just can't thank you enough. We can't thank you enough. We understand that there were a lot of hitches. We understand that you went through a lot of stress. And we want to say all of this will not go in vain, because by the time the right leadership is elected in those states, all of these things, issues will be addressed. And I'm also very sure that what you want, the reason for you doing all of this is to ensure that the right leadership is actually installed in those states. And that is part of your corruption fighting, and that is part of what you have been doing for the people, because you have been fighting for the people, and this is part of it. We understand the hitches you had, even when traveling back to Dallas, Texas, from New York, how you were going around states, carrying everything, you know, logistics and all of that. So we saw that, and we want to say we are very sorry about that. We are very sorry for these inconveniences. Yeah, and by the grace of God, and by the grace of God Almighty, the right leadership will come, and your efforts will not be in vain. So for us, we are saying that even this 68% Business Day is still not enough. We are not comfortable with it. And we are going to do more. When my principal returns now, we are going to hit the street, even on his behalf. We have been paying our roles, we've been meeting the people, and that is why when you go to anywhere now in Edo State, all you see is Chaiii Ighodalo. Just go and ask them. You know, everywhere in terms of merchandise, in terms of presence, market, everywhere is only Chaiii Ighodalo. But what we are saying is that, look, those that do not want to talk to Edo people, those that do not want to campaign, that are actually taking this, we must avoid them. We must ensure that we don't bring mediocre to come and govern Edo State. And now, most especially, that the candidate who's supposed to be a candidate is now looking like a boy. Is now playing the role of a boy to a former governor in Edo State. Because I wouldn't understand why a candidate will be less serious than his godfather who wants to install him as a candidate, as a governor. So we are not going to take that. All we've been demanding is that come out and speak with us. Even television stations, they are almost declaring Mondo Beolo wanted on air just to come and speak to Edo people. And I'm very sure we understand the implication of this, because when we are saying this, it's not just for personal gains, it's for the betterment of Edo people. You cannot say you want to govern a people and you are running away from. Even a lot of challenges have been posed to them. There was a man, Prince Odige Emmanuel, who volunteered a private jet that if Mondo can come to Arise TV or any national television to speak with them, so it will foot the logistics. So these are the things we are saying, that I want you to try and see what is happening in the election. You will easily conclude that Aswe Udalo is going to win the election flawlessly. Is going to win the election very well by very wide margin. But those that want to rig the election, Oshomole is not fighting for the betterment of Edo State. If it was,
unfortunately, we lost him. I think it's due to network difficulty. He's back on air. Okay, go ahead. You are back.
Okay, now what we are observing in this election is this. What we are observing that is posing a very serious concern to us is that election is next month, and we are having a candidate who does not want to speak to Edo people. Rather, his godfather is the one going for him. I'm talking of Adams Ali Oshomole. You know, he is the one practically taking the position of the candidate, making it look like the election is all about him. So Edo people should be very careful, because we are so bold, we are socially inclined to say, look, if you want to govern us, come and speak to us, come and talk to us. And as we emerge victorious, we are also telling Edo people to say, look, come out, don't be afraid, go and cast your votes. And I'm very sure they are going to do that. So having said this, before we say another thing further, let us look at the analysis, because what we are preventing now in Edo State is clear. Even the APC, they've agreed that they can't win the election on a free and fair template. They've agreed within themselves that they can't win the election. The only thing they are hoping on is federal might to rig the election. So we want to tell Edo people that, look, all their rigging mechanisms, all their tactics that they want to employ to rig the election, we'll continue to expose it to Edo people so that they will be aware, they will know, because it is expected that when they vote, they have to stay there until the vote is counted. And when the vote is counted, it should be tabulated. And when it is tabulated, it should be uploaded and result announced before they can. They are coming to rig the election, which is their trademark, no doubt about that. APC is coming to rig the election. That is what they are preparing for, because they are not preparing to talk to Edo people. And Ali Oshomole is the one spearheading their campaign now. So people should honorably ask him, why is it that you are the one talking everywhere? You don't even allow the candidate to speak. Imagine, it is strange. You understand? So even right now, even their campaign structure that is being headed by Matthew Uroide Center, Matthew Uroide, you don't even hear those people talking. So it is a concern to Edo people, and it's a concern to everybody. It should be a concern to everybody. The election is not about, but he has taken the center stage, tactically cornering every other organs of the party. So we are not going to accept that, because what they depend on is rigging. So before I continue, I will want you to play. We have 3 videos there. I want you to play the first one by Osita Chidoka. Osita Chidoka, we know him for who he is. He did a good job, and he did this presentation at on Channels Television. So we'll just have a replay of it so that people will know what it is. He talked about the election in Bayelsa State. He talked about how the election was rigged in KOGI State, how the election was rigged in an Imo State, and when he got to Bayelsa State, somehow they couldn't rig the election. Not that they didn't attempt to rig, but it just couldn't happen. And that is one of the spirit of us in the Niger, the southern part south areas of the country. So we have the ability to resist what it is. Anybody coming to rig the election. So if you have those videos, please, I want you to play it for people to see so that we'll be able to expose a lot about it. Please, if you have the video.
All right, let me pick one call first. Hello, caller. Your name and where are you calling from? Okay, so please, whenever you call, make sure that that you say your name and where you are calling from. Let's bring the video that you're talking about. I want the whole world to watch this video. Please share this video. We already know Ighodalo will be the next governor.
Tabulate the results using the results of the INEC compliant polling unit.
Hold on, let's start all over. This is the video you're talking about, right?
So if we were to tabulate the results using the results of the INEC compliant polling units, 2,722 INEC compliant polling units, that means that this is what the results will have been. Total votes will have been 477,000, not 700,000 that they recorded. SDP votes will have been 238,000, APC 161, PDP 40,000. So SDP will have won the election with 238,000 votes. Yes. So 79% of the polling units with overvoting are in 3 local government areas: Nembe, Southern Ijo, and Bvas. Nembe, I believe, is the local government of the APC candidate. So in Nembe, in Southern Ijo, in Bvas, there was heavy overvoting. This is overvoting in only 254 PUs. This significantly altered the results because APC got 80,000 votes in these polling units that were to be cancelled.
Okay. Whenever you want me to stop, you just let me know. You can analyze it and let you know what we're talking about. I'm going to play it all over again. Okay.
Okay.
So if we were to tabulate the results using the results of the INEC compliant polling units, 2,722 INEC compliant polling units, that means that this is what the results will have been. Total votes will have been 477,000, not 700,000 that they recorded. SDP votes will have been 238,000, APC 161, PDP 40,000. So SDP will have won the election with 238,000 votes. Yes. So 79% of the polling units with overvoting are in 3 local government areas: Nembe, Southern Ijo, and Bvas. Nembe, I believe, is the local government of the APC candidate. So in Nembe, in Southern Ijo, in Bvas, there was heavy overvoting. This is overvoting in only 254 PUs. This significantly altered the results because APC got 80,000 votes in these polling units that were to be cancelled. LP got only 758 and PDP got 12,025 votes. So these are the problem areas, 3 local governments accounting for almost 80%.
So 3 political parties benefited from the overvoting problem. The disease were transmitted
the way to look at it, this is the cancellation of the total result, whether you benefited or not. So what is happening here is that you are looking for the party that won in those places that were tampered. That tells you who benefited.
Absolutely.
So 80,000 votes went to APC if you put these votes in.
Absolutely.
The highest non-compliance happened in about 10 polling units, in about 10 local governments. So you see.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now thank you very much for that. Once again, you could see the analysis that Osita Chidoka organization is carrying out, because what it means is that where you know that you can't win an election and you can't play by the rules, you tend to prepare for rigging. So he's talking about the overvoting that actually took place in that Bayelsa state. So apparently what it means is that it is a challenge for the INEC now that, look, you must ensure that the votes are credited and the vote cast tally with the results you are going to announce. That is the essence of this, that you must ensure that the number of accredited voters tally with the number of voters. What it means, in essence, again, is that, look, the Bvas machine is very, very critical to having a credible poll, if not the most important thing. So the Bvas accredits, then you have vote, people cast their votes, and what happened after the process of ballot sorting and the result announcement. That is what this is actually depicting. That's what it's explaining. That's, we're talking about voter apathy. Like last year, at those states, the total the percentage of people who voted was just about 20%. Sorry, about 25%. So these are some of the things that make people to lose hope or interest in our electoral process. So this is what is, and people should be mindful. The essence of this is that people should be mindful of the process. That when you go to your polling unit, after you've been accredited, and everybody must make sure, they must ensure they know if the Bvas is clean. The Bvas must start reading from zero, and all the processes, they have to be vigilant until the result is announced. Because in those states, we don't want what happened in those things that Chidoka is explaining. We don't want it to happen in Edo. And we are telling the entire public to be vigilant. If there's need to call the security agent to be neutral, protect the process, protect the people, and protect the officials. I think that would be very good for everybody to play by the rules. Because if you attempt to rig the election, these are some of the things that actually came out. I think there's another one in Imo State, and then in KOGI State. That should be in the other video. So the essence of this video is this, ladies and gentlemen. The importance of this is to tell you that APC is a party that rigged election. Because Nigerians have actually rejected. So we don't want them to come to Edo State and rig the election. Let the people know the tactics. And it begins with intimidating the voters. Like what is happening, they are threatening. You will see that there was a time they were beating people wearing the merchandise, PDP merchandise, Aswe Udalo. So Aswe Udalo will win the election. It's going to win the election. But we don't want anybody to reduce the margin either by error or by whatever means. So that's the essence of this. Please, if you can play the other one, the next video, maybe we'll get one or two information from there. Thank you very much, Mega.
Uguta, Okigwe, Olo, Oru West, Ikeduru, Wangele, Oso, and Dunkwere. Interestingly, all these local governments are in the senatorial zone of the governor. Yeah. This
the winner of the election,
the APC candidate, interestingly. But the highest was in Oru East, the local government of the governor. That's where we saw the highest non-compliance.
So what happened was that whatever we saw as the official result,
yes,
either the one uploaded on the Bvas, the one uploaded on the IREF, and the one INEC had, eventually, as given to you by INEC,
yes,
there were discrepancies to the original result has been announced.
Yes.
So let's go forward.
The next one, the next video, please.
Okay, it's coming. Let me bring it on. Thank you. Talking about this video right here. 1 second. Hey guys, bear with us. We are going to bring in that video right now. I think you're talking about the. Let me bring it up. Wow. Okay. This is the video you're talking about. The third one, right?
Yes.
This right here. We have three.
Oh, yeah, no problem. No problem. We can go without it. We can go without it. Okay. So the idea is this. APC, for us in Edo State, that is obvious they are coming to rig the election. No doubt. They've considered victory to answer without, but they want to rig the election. And the various tactics they use to rig the election is what we are actually exposing now. One of the ways is overvoting. Then secondly, intimidation. Sometimes they can no longer steal the ballot box now. And again, they try to disenfranchise the people with fear or intimidation. Then what happened again is that they also want to cause violence on election day, either at the polling unit. And from what we can see now, from what we can see in Edo State as it is now, we have started seeing pockets of predictable violence happening, because the incident across Airport Road that day, then coupled with the fact that presently some policemen, special policemen from Abuja, they are on ground arresting EP members. The essence of this is to intimidate the voters for them not to come out. But we are saying that, look, this should not prevent them. And then there are other tactics they've been using, some frivolous court cases and all of that are not real. And just to distract those people, because they've already made up their minds to vote Asue Ighodalo. And that is the candidate that everyone knows that will win the election. But you know what the APC stands for? They can never strive in where a free and fair election is conducted. So therefore, we are preparing the minds of Edo people to say, look, be vigilant, cast your votes, stay with your votes, make sure the vote is counted, and they are uploaded at the ward level or at the registration area council. But the first thing, the most important thing right now is for those that registered to go collect their PVC starting from tomorrow. And we will intensify our campaign. Asue Ighodalo and the entire PDP's campaign structure will be on ground to intensify the campaign. We are going to meet more of people. We are going to take the message to them. We'll take it more to them on the need of what to do and how they're going to do it. So for whatever happens, we are assuring them, as much as we are begging the security agencies and the INEC to ensure that the process is free and fair. And Edo, kind of politically fragile state, attempting to rig Edo election is tantamount to causing anarchy in the country. You understand what this means? Attempting to rig Edo election is tantamount to causing anarchy in the country, because the state is so strategically positioned. Being at the center of the country, anything that happens, attempting to rig the election, if there's an anarchy, it has the possibility of affecting the country as it is to a very large extent. So what everyone should do is that they should play by the rules, campaign if you can. And another tactics people are trying to use now is that, a lot of tactics, a lot of things coming out and all of that. The several attacks on Asue Ighodalo is another thing, it's another gimmick they think they can use to distract those people. And we are telling them that no, it is not going to work. They should not believe it. So I think we are very prepared for the election. If INEC is prepared and the Nigerian security agencies, if they are prepared, we in the PDP, we are prepared, because Asue Ighodalo will be voted in by the majority of Edo people. So these are the things we say, okay, let us quickly come and inform the people, the public, that they should be wary of the APC. They don't want to talk to them, but they want their vote. We don't want a mediocre in Edo State, in government house. You saw what happened in Ogun State, where a former governor and now a city senator, or I don't know if it's a city senator, said that he signed a document without knowing. And that is just typical of them. That is a kind of thing that can happen in Edo State if Mondo Kwewolo is allowed to become the governor of Edo State. See, Nigeria is in a critical moment. Nigeria is in a serious, when I say critical moment. If states cannot focus on what they have, if we don't have responsible governors, if we don't have governors who have the ability to think, to harness the available resources in the state, to think of how to generate wealth, how to increase the IGR, to attract investors to the states. There will be crisis.
Comrade, good luck. Let me bring those video you are talking about. I have the three original video here.
Okay, if you have it, please.
Yes. I have it here. Let me bring them here. So bear with me.
In about 10 polling units here, in about 10 local governments. So you see Oru East, Uguta, Okigwe, Olo, Oru West, Ikeduru, Wangele, Oso, and Unkwere. 79% of the polling units with overvoting are in 3 local government areas. Nembe, Southern Ijo, and Bvas. Nembe, I believe, is the local government of the APC candidate. So in Nembe, the results using the results of the INEC.
Okay, now, which of the video you want us to do what to see?
No, we've actually seen them. We saw they discussed the election that happened in BAYELSA. It's what happened in all local governments in Imo State. And then the other one before this was the KOGI State. I think we played all the. Thank you very much once again, Mega Comrade. But the essence of this, like I said earlier on, is to expose Edo people
722 INEC
tactics or mechanism of the APC. Is to expose Edo people to the rigging mechanism of the APC. That's the essence of these videos. Because we look at what happened in Imo State, we look at what happened in KOGI State, we look at what happened in BAYELSA State. So in all, you see that APC can only strive where they are comfortable in rigging. So Edo people, we are telling them now, please, don't allow anybody to rig this election. They cannot rig the election. We are already doing our best to expose them for who they are. They are election riggers. So let us go to the poll and elect Asai who is going for me. Asai Udalo as of today will win this election with more than 85 or nearly 90%. He's going to win. He's the only candidate on ground. There is no other candidate on ground. The only person we see in APC campaigning is Adam. You know the problem? The problem is that it's not even campaigning issues. These people are not campaigning on issues. They are not even saying this is what they want to do. This is what my candidate will do. This is how it's going to do. No.
Okay, I have a question for you. I allow you to explain everything. Guys, go ahead and share this video, please. My question now, before today, we all know that APC are going to win this election. I believe the Ighodalo team was aware of it. I don't want you to go into detail. What are the mechanisms that the Ighodalo team are able to put together in order to be able to diffuse and dislodge the plan of federal government rigging this election? Because it's not just now we know that APC are going to rig the election. I've been blowing the alarm from day one since I started supporting Dr. Aswelime Ighodalo. This is not a problem that was not seen coming. Like Bini always said, they say a stone that you see coming to your eye will not blind you. Dr. Ighodalo and the PDP was aware of this. I made it known to them. I made it known to Governor Godwin Obaseki one-on-one. So now, like someone like me, I will not be a part of like Jared, we not go agree, we not go agree. I'm not a part of we not go agree. I am a proactive man. I don't do defense. I counter attack. When you attack me, I attack you triple, quadruple. What are the mechanisms that PDP have placed on ground to avoid this vote manipulation? That is my question.
Thank you very much. You know, in democracy, I always say this. The government is supposed to be afraid of the people, not the people to be afraid of the government. And in an election, the voters or the electorate, as the case may be, whichever nomenclature we would like to use, they are the most powerful people. Now, as a state in opposition to the federal government, all the apparatus, all the security apparatus, and INEC itself, they are all owned and controlled by the federal government. But no matter what it is, you cannot rig election where you are not popular. If the people don't allow you to rig election, you cannot rig election. So our mechanism, many of them are private, are secret, and some others, we can say that in the public.
Okay. All right.
Now, the ones we can
fair enough. Fair enough. Let me come in there.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yes.
I believe there should be mechanism placed on ground. So that aside, I want to make this note to the whole world that Comrade Osareti, myself and Omonigo Urogide, I believe you might have known her. She was the brain behind all this North American tour and others. She did a standing job. We are working to lead a protest. I'm going to lead a protest to the White House to bring awareness to the State Department, because we know that State Department is the one that controls the whole embassies, United States Embassy across the world. So we are planning to lead a protest to State Department peacefully to let them know to call on the United States ambassador assigned to Nigeria to be aware that we doing diaspora in America have interest on this upcoming 2024 gubernatorial election. And we want the election to be free and fair without election manipulation, in order for good governance to come to help our stress. Because we are being stressed. We don't have money to be sending to Nigeria all the time. When we have a good governor in our state, it will benefit us, it will benefit our children, they will be safe. There will be many other opportunities that will come whereby our children will go home without afraid of being kidnapped. So we are working on that one, and by the power of Almighty God, now in 2 weeks, I will lead a protest to the State Department in Washington, D.C. So we are working on that one. But now, that being said, what is the situation? Go ahead. Do you have anything to say about that?
Okay. Thank you very much. You see, when Aso Ighodalo decided to go on overseas tour, meet Edo people, there are several reasons. One is that, look, the Edo diaspora, they have critical role to play in the development of Edo State at home. You know, a chunk of the diasporas in a chunk of Edo in diaspora, most of them, because of the bad economic situation in Nigeria, they play a critical role in the survivorship of their people back here at home. They send money, diaspora remittance, and all of that. So there is need for them to be involved in the scheme of things. And that was why Aso Ighodalo decided to say, look, this election is not going to be about those at home. I mean, those in Edo State. He took it. You could see what happened. You could see the reception. You could see the way people received him. You really see how engagement was. People questioned him, even when there with his running mates. For the world to see that, look, we are ready to make Edo State a better state. And one of the things he said was that, look, we want a secure Edo State where you people can come home, not only to just relax, we come home and invest. It's not only about to say you give money to your loved ones at home for them to feed for their upkeep. No. When the state is attractive enough, if it is secured, then you can have the confidence of coming home to invest. So we'll be very grateful if you and your colleague can actually do that. The Madam Omonigo is someone we know very well. These are the people that want good things for their state. She has been working very hard, and we offer our appreciation to her. So if you can do that on your own, because you know, some of the engagement, especially the one in New York, you saw the one in Atlanta too, and the one in Houston, Texas. That is how it's supposed to be. Bring yourself out. Tell us what you want to do. And I'm very sure today, because the diasporans, they've endorsed Aswe Godalo, they've endorsed him. I think this move is very, very necessary for you people to take, so that the whole world will beam their searchlight on Edo State's governorship election. Because when you look at the hits being generated now about Edo State election, it's almost like the presidential election. So you can see what is happening now. So I think there is need for the whole world to be aware that there are people who are coming to rig the election, who are intending to rig the election. So you can look on that side. And for us here, we also do the needful. Like I said before, most of the strategies are private, some are just in public. So the only ones we can tell Edo people, the ones that are in public, is that look, go there and vote, cast your votes, protect your votes until the results are announced. I'm very sure they can do that. Edo people can do that. We have over 4,000 plus polling units in Edo State across the 192 wards and across the 18 local governments in Edo State. So that is the message for us. And we're also appealing to the police, to the security agencies, because they are not under the control of the state. And you know that we are in the opposition. We can only appeal to them to say, look, this election is about Edo people. It's about Edo people. Create an atmosphere that is serene, that is free and fair enough for them to exercise their franchise. So we're also appealing to INEC. So with all of this, we'll be able to get it right. So those are some of the strategies that we can actually say we are revealing to the public. No Edo people, they have the will, they are determined, and of course, they show this over the years, that they can cast their votes, protect their votes, and the vote will count. So that is the message. So we'll be very grateful, like I said, since 2020, Edo 2020, the diasporans play a critical role in that election, and they are intensifying that effort now. And I can assure you all that as we go down, we take this Edo State, it will create that atmosphere, that environment. You know, it's even part of this manifesto, that conducive environment. If you have conducive environment, sometimes you just come back home. You come back home, you see how the home is, then it's not only to spend holiday. Now you can come and invest, come and stay for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and you can invest. So these are the things we are actually pursuing in the manifesto. So there are a lot of things he's going to do, even making the Edo State, you know, security is one of the most important thing, the topmost priority. So if we can get it right and improve on it more than what it is now, you in the diaspora will have the confidence to come to Edo State, and you know what it means that just for you to come, you know, it's going to increase the IGR of the state. So that is what he's planning to do.
God bless you. Let us move forward to another thing. I believe if you are watching me right now, please do the needful and share this video. We're having some glitches on the network in Nigeria, but it's manageable. You can see it's blurry right now. The face is just blurry, but it's okay. Guys, if you want to be a part of this peaceful protest in Washington, D.C., to United States State Department of State, that control where the Secretary of State, his office, that control the whole United States Embassy across the globe. So if you want to be a part of it, I can be one man squad on it. I can do it, but I'm working with Omonigo Urogide, Terry Urogide, a cousin to Senator Matthew Urogide. Is supporting AI. He was there. I want to thank Terry, Mr. Terry Urogide. God bless you for what you and your wife did. And they told me they are going to move from Maryland. They're going to come over as well. So the protest is going to be very, very peaceful. If you are in the United States and you are in UK, if you really want to do anything, go to UK Foreign Affairs Office. Go and protest. We want a free and fair, credible election in Edo. Go there and do it. If you are in Belgium, go to European Union. Go there and protest. You are Italy. I'm calling on every Edo citizen. If you are supporting Dr. Ashwerime Ighodalo and you want the best for Edo State, you are tired of carrying Western Union, you are tired of wiring money, you are tired of what they call it, a duress call every time. Mommy, there are Fulani ESML, there are armed robbers, you want safe security in your state, go to your Foreign Affairs Ministry. If you are Italy, go to Foreign Affairs Ministry in Rome. Go and protest. Do not leave it for Iranomigo and American people alone. Let us do this to bring awareness, to tell President Tinubu, who I support, that he should remove his hand from Edo election. This is not a federal election, it's a state election. President Tinubu needs to remove his hand. I am a APC man, APC strong Tinubu supporter. I am not supporting APC candidate because he's incompetent to be a governor. Ukpeworo is not only a stark illiterate, he does not have the capacity to pilot the affair of Edo. So that is why I'm supporting Dr. Ighodalo. I know he can do it. So please go ahead and do it. Let's move to the next agenda. You can see this picture. There's a noise coming out of that place. Unfortunately, it's increasing and people don't like it. Here is the picture. We saw this a new picture of my brother Olumide Akpata and Tinubu Chief of Staff. What do you have to say about this? Good luck.
Okay, thank you very much. In this election now, for the first time since 1999, we are trying to have a third force kind of, Akpata is a candidate of the Labour Party, the LP, and he has a senior advocate as a running mate. As a former president of the Nigeria Bar Association, one would have expected that, yes, we stick to issues. Then he talks about what he wants to do for Edo State. Unfortunately, that is not what he's doing. Now, at every opportunity he has to speak to Edo people, is to exude goodness, sorry to say that on your platform, and insult Ighodalo. So it is now like the pattern the election or the campaign is taking now. You don't even see him, or you don't hear him talking about the distrust APC government or their party. His attention is just focused on Aso Ighodalo, denigrating him and all of that. It is not a new thing, because when you see someone who is serious to win election, you will know that, yes, this person is serious. I think from what we are getting, working for the APC, no doubt about it. It's actually working for them, irrespective of this picture. I cannot validate this picture, but from what we know personally, is working for them. Because when you see someone working for an opposition, or that is in connivance, or just as the way it is, it's with them. And it is unfortunate that as of today, as a senior lawyer in the bar of over 30 years, and you have a senior advocate, not even a single document, not even one page document of a manifesto on how he's going to govern the state. Not. So we know that they are in alliance, because the agenda of the APC is that Akpata Olumide from Oredo should reduce the votes of the PDP in Edo South. And then this creates some 3 critical local governments, Oredo, Obaka, and Ego, which is normally the strength of the PDP. So the game is that it comes and reduce the votes there. So we are saying that no matter what it is, as of today, Edo people already know that, yes,
unfortunately,
there is nothing like,
go ahead.
There's nothing like third party. Edo people already knew that, yes, there are just two major political parties going into the election. So I don't know what he says he wants to do. I don't know, but we know that he's in connivance with the APC. I am not speaking for the People's Democratic Party. I am not speaking for Aswe Udalo campaign organization. I am saying that yes, from what I good luck, from what I'm saying, from even my opinion, is an agent of the APC working for them. Because if not, I think with the situation of things now, anybody campaigning, you should be able to say, one, this is what I want to do and how I want to do it. Then you look at the APC, at least Aswe Udalo is not only your opponent. You have the APC, you have the Mondo. It's just unfortunate you have never seen him condemning him. Even when we say that they for an appearance, you don't see him talking about the APC or their candidate. Everything is about Aswe Udalo. So by this action,
okay, unfortunately, the network keep kicking.
Some of the tribal sentiment, using some artists and all of that. Even you saw there was a time our billboards were destroyed. And I watched a video, I got a video where he was complaining about his own billboard being destroyed. Somebody was speaking in that video that he lead a team to destroy our billboard and our light. So you can now see that by his action and inactions, he's in alliance with the APC. You have to see them talking and coming out. If out of a government in Edo State, in fact, you know, the dots, the business day poll that came out last time, I told you, zoning was one of the parameters they used in conducting that poll. Apart from Somoredo, Edo South Edo South Senatorial District, the same local government, who governed Edo State from 1999 to 2007, the same local government as Governor Baseki, who is governing Edo State from 2016 to 2024. Ordinarily, by all ramifications, he is not even supposed to say he wants to contest. But let's even assume he has the right. It is his own right. What is it telling Edo? His actions actually speak to the fact that he's working for the APC. And that is where and he speaks a lot about him. He actually speaks of unseriousness, and he also speaks of an agenda. No, that is the situation right now. So when I met with the chief of staff to President Tinubu, from what I can see on that picture, I don't know where it came out from. I can see that, look, that picture contains, it has a quarter of limit and a chief. I don't know whether it is, but we understand that at this point in time, as election is getting closer, you know, information coming out, and from all our interactions too, we meet people. We do people generally, so most of their plans are being revealed every day. So it's working for AC. It's working for them, no doubt.
Okay, all right. That being said, we are aware of that now. That Olumide Akpata probably is working for APC. I want you to educate a lot of people concerning how they will collect their PVC, their voters card.
Okay. Thank you very much for this. I think this is very, very important at this point in time. You know, those that are registered, I think the registration was at the RAC. RAC stands for Registration Area Centers. For example, in Ovia Northeast, Ward 6, Uluku Ward, it is the point of your registration you are going to collect your PVC. At least when you successfully registered, there was a printout given to you, or there was a number given to you, voter's identification number, or your full name and your picture. So by tomorrow, according to INEC, tomorrow is 25th of August, Thursday. That was in the circular that they should start collecting it. But somehow people are still not too clear of the modalities of collection. But from what we will see is that the point of registration, you will go there and collect your PVC. And we want people to actually go there and collect their PVC because it is their power to actually vote Asue Ighodalo as they want to vote. You know, if you don't collect your PVC, you will not be able to vote. Collecting PVC is one of the fundamental processes. Now, collect your PVC, keep it on the day of election, go there, use it to vote, make sure your vote is counted, defend your vote until the result is announced. Go to that same center, that rack, because some people will say that they don't know what rack is. The ward collation center, that's the simplest step to use. Because there's a ward collation center. If you are in Oredo, for example, you are in Ward 2 in Oredo, there's a ward collation center that we go to. So that is where, if there's going to be any manipulation, that is where it's going, because results are going to be uploaded into the IRF. It's going to be uploaded, and people must insist that will be done. So we'll try to educate our aides, and whoever is going to be involved in the election from our side, we are going to give them proper orientation. We may not be willing to say here because of, you know, because of what is going on. But the general information is that tomorrow people should go to where they registered and collect their PVC. You cannot collect for another person. So it is important, because the agenda to ensure that APC does not come back to power begins tomorrow. So they should go to that place and then collect their PVC. So that's just it.
All right, thank you so much. I want you to know that I will bring you back on air because the network was very, very bad. It's manageable. Next time it will be on a laptop, which will be more easier. So go ahead and you know, talk to your people. Then you we run this up. If there's any other thing you are.
The other thing is this: is that we are telling our people, we are telling Edo people, we are telling supporters of Edo people, we are telling lovers of Edo people that this election is very, very critical. It's an election between darkness and light. Asue Ighodalo and Osarojo Oge represent light. The light is what we want. You know, they should be voted or go and vote for them. Because the light is that, one, the gains that we have made in these states, Mega Comrade, you saw some of the that the Governor Baseki, some of the initiatives, some have started reaping, we start reaping the effect. Some other ones, the effect will come after. And then you need someone who is capable, competent enough that can work in that template. So only Asue Ighodalo and Osarojo Oge can actually do that. They've shown capacity. They've shown by what they have done before, where they have worked before, what they have achieved before. And they are telling us this is what they want to do and how we want to do it. They are convincing. I think they are the only and running mate that have ever done that. I stand to be corrected because I am right now in Edo State in Benin City. So Edo, I am begging all of you, forget sentiment, forget those frivolities, issues that are not issues. Issues that are not issues. So let us vote in competence. Let us vote in capacity. Let us vote in a government that will respect the rule of law. A government that will not use thugs and tigers to intimidating people on the street and our mothers in the market. A government where a stark illiterate, I'm not actually against him, that he will be celebrating owning billions in a state where graduates, intellectuals have no place. So we don't want that again. We don't want that system. We want a decent system for everyone to feel, to have this sense of belonging. So that is why we are saying that vote Asue Ighodalo. Asue Ighodalo is the best candidate, and his running mate, Osarojo Oge. They have proven experience, no doubt. Osarojo of today, undoubtedly, is the most seasoned politician or an administrator, yes, an administrator, as far as Edo State is concerned. You know, he started his administrative career since Adamso Shomole. Then Aswell Ighodalo is coming with a wealth of experience from private sector, from corporate and public sector, as a lawyer, as an economist, as a financial expert, a corporate financial expert that knows what it takes to make money to govern. With what he has done, they are the sure bet. They are the best combination to take Edo State to the next level. Let us say no to agberoism. Let us say no to godfatherism. Let us say no to puppeteering, because what we are seeing in Edo State today is a deliberate attempt to hijack Edo State Treasury through process. So they can put in their pocket and be controlling. We're already seeing it. We even saw what happened last time. The Benin Auchi Federal Road, that is the bad situation, that they couldn't prepare, that they couldn't move motion, that they couldn't agitate for Tinubu to repair, for them to come and campaigning. They used helicopter to move from Benin to Auchi. I think that's subject of discussion for another time. I'm telling you, yes. Oshomole and Opeolo, Denko, and none of them, they flew helicopter from Benin to Auchi in their rally. We are talking. So we have all evidence to ensure that these people never get back to the seat of power. They've accumulated enough. We don't want a governor that wants to take decision. He will have to wait for one godfather to tell him this is how you do it. This is what. We don't want that. We want someone who has the capacity, who has the will to take the right decision for Edo people. We not someone that can say that, yes, let me go look for investors across the world. He has the boldness to tell them this is what I want, this is how I want it, and exactly in terms of it. So that's what I'm saying. Aswell Ighodalo and Osaojo represent that for Edo State. They are the best, and they will become the governor to take over from Governor Obaseki come November 12th, after we have voted between September 21st and 22nd, when they will be announced as the winner. So that is my passing message for all Edo people.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Hopefully the next time our network will be better. Thank you. Continue to do what you are doing. You have done a standing job. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping Edo people.
I thank you too. We thank you.
We
should be thanking you. We should be thanking you for the great job you are doing. Both home and away, you are doing a great job. Thank you. We thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, take it easy. Hey guys, as you all can see, Akataka. First of all, let us just play one music first. I want to enjoy myself first. You see this music, let's dance.
Edo must move forward. Move forward. Backward never. May we sabi, then go do a more. Move forward. Backward never. Forward never. Backward never. I swear na the man. We know. Forward never. Backward never. Okay, na the man. We know. Edo must move forward. Move forward. Backward never. They will sabi. Them go do a more. Move forward. Backward never. Market women go shine. Youth go jolly. I swear na the man. We know. Pensioners go happy. Salary go pay. Okay, na the man. We know. No people. Make me vote. Oh na 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 na. I swear for governor. I say forward never, backward never. I swear not the man.
My people, let me tell you, Let me tell you. You see this election. If you are in America, you are in North America. You want to help with cap. Send to your people. Pay over here. They do it in Nigeria. They send it to your people. You see, You see this cap here. You see the black one here. You see the black one here. So there's a green one too. Green. There's also white. So do whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do for your people. Don't expect one person to be doing it. So, and I think 2 people have placed order while I was in New York City. So we're unable to send it to them. So that one will be done tomorrow or next. So God bless you all. I love you all. Mega Comrade is off on air. I'm still trying to set up some things, how this program is going to be. That is it. But one thing I always know is that we Edo people, we the Benin, we need to be more involved in diaspora. We need to be more involved. Call your family. Call your people. Tell them the truth. If APC, if they succeed of ringing this election, Iranomigo will be one of the people that will survive it too. That will survive it too. I'm telling you, don't say I didn't tell you. No, tomorrow you will be crying. Because no matter what, they don't want my wahala. They don't want my wahala. My wahala is truth. They are all scared because they have a lot of things. They have a lot of things that they are hiding. So that is why I am appealing to you people. I'm appealing to you. I'm working for Dr. Aswarime Igodalo. I am not a APC party diehard. I am an independent man with independent mind. APC independent. I never joined PDP independent. I am doing wiki, open wiki. That's what I'm doing. Open wiki. Open wiki. That is what, and I told them I'm going to do wiki if they did not bring a competent aspirant. I did exactly what. So I'm also telling you now, if you do not do the right thing for Igodalo to win, or God, it go affect you. I don't talk my own. Good night, everyone. May God bless the good people of Edo State. May God bless Igodalo team that have been working really, 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 really hard in Nigeria. Impeccable team. Chief of Staff, the impeccable Chief of Staff, Osagbovo Iyoa of Wegbe. They have been doing outstanding job. Governor Obaseki is not a pushover. Obaseki should do whatever it takes now. I don't want to hear Iranomigo, enter say Facebook, go talk this one. Oh God. I know they talk. Whatever you got to do it now. Do it now. Una know me. I know they fear anybody. That day go come, I will say, I said this, I said that. So I am not I was not trained to be defending. I am trained to attack and counter attack. And that is what I'll be doing. Governor Godwin Norera said, Obaseki, sir, you need to be proactive. Be proactive in this election. Be proactive in this election. APC, they are going to write it. So you have to do whatever it takes to stop APC from manipulating this election. Don't leave it for Igodalo alone. Amigo will do his best. I am going to work with credible, honest people that I know that will be there, not a soldier that will leave you in a battlefield. I am going to work with people that will follow you to the end. People like Terry Urohide. Terry Urohide, that nobody even hear about, that is doing outstanding job on the ground. Terry Urohide. So we are going to do whatever it takes. Terry Urogide, Omonigo, Urogide, husband and wife, they put everything. In an amigo will not stand while monkey they walk bamboo when they take the credit. So I will call Barrister Brad Osifo in Houston, Madam Mary in Atlanta, Mr. George Umogun, and others. If you see what Terry did in New York, you say Terry don't get level. If you see what that guy did, let me tell you, guy, you won't say Terry don't get level. May I tell you? If not Terry, you see everything Terry do. Terry was the one driving from Maryland to here. Drive, everybody is important. Okay, if you see what Terry did, Terry not be chauffeur, not be our service guy. For some people, when you come to do our service, you will see them for everywhere for video. But it's okay, I can't even tell once. Say, come up for video. Oh, this is a bad. People when they do event, they don't see chance take picture with air. I say, come on there, not be UK today. Come on, they not here. Our service. I said, that is why you not see Terry they work. That is why people not see him for inside video. And with that, let's be honest. Like Bright, Barrister Bright. Hey, but the other one, the tall one, I forgot your name. Very tall. They work. He get another one. Another one, man, look for her. Man, look for your name. People, I will talk true. I'm not answerable to anybody but Dr. Ashwerime Igodalo. My own is to speak the truth. Tomorrow they will put this video, they will say, hey, Iranamigo talk this one. Hey, it's good to say the truth. That guy from Houston, let me see. Houston. Awata. There's what they call it. Ozzy, one boy called Ozzy in Houston. That boy was the one doing driving from one place to another, one state to another. Barrister Bright, Osifo, he did that. What did they call the other one? All of them, all those people they try. Mary in Atlanta. Now, God, you see, let us be honest. Atewata. You see, all money go from all the way from New York. I moved from New York. Our trade stopped by New Jersey. From New Jersey, it stopped by Wilmington, Delaware. From Wilmington, Delaware, it stopped by Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it stopped by one other place, Baltimore, Maryland. From Baltimore, Maryland to Washington, D.C. From Washington, D.C., I fly to Dallas, Texas. Omonigo, George, Umogu, they were all checking on me. Sir, have you made it home? Have you made it home? These are the people that value you. Value you. Omonigo, now God will bless you. God will bless you and your husband. And are there among those? Let me tell you, if you don't know people, my brother, try to know them. Know where their power is before you talk. Know where their power is before you talk. All money go, they go every platform. Now as they turn, I say they write, comment, they write. You know they do our service. All money go, no, they do our service. You know they do our service. We know our service people. We never win. Then they fight for post. UK people. British have always been the cause of Nigeria problem. With their corruption. They are too corrupt in that place. Good night, everyone. They are corrupting. They should go to British Foreign Affairs Ministry to go and protest. Iranomigo is saying it. If you are supporting AI, you want the betterment of Edo, activate Foreign ministry, go and do a peaceful protest to bring awareness to Edo 2024 September election. Iranomigo, I'm ready. You want to be a part of it? Call, send me message on WhatsApp. Oga, call. They say, hey, amigo, not just say that. Oga, it will cost you money to go Washington DC. Not be my mind, not be water that they go. Yeah, amigo. Our time, our amigo. I don't talk my own. When I share this video, make it see. Do whatever you have to do. Let's bring awareness so that make people come out your hand. When I will leave here, I will call my senator, call my representative, House of Rep member, call them, go to Washington, go and see this Senate majority leader, Chuck Schumer. I have been to his office 2 times. So I'm happy before he become a majority leader, my name will be registered in his office. I will go there and tell my senator to call the ambassador, U.S. ambassador to Nigeria. They need to protect our interests. They need to protect in I don't come America, come mumu. I don't come America, come mumu. I don't come America, come swore. Imagine swore, I know what I'm doing. So if you know say you never put your hand for go to British Foreign Affairs. Go and register your name. Oh God, not be to the stand. Here I go just and get them. Oh God, well, not be so that they get post. Work. Not be to the state video that they get post. Do what Eranomigo is doing. Do what Eranomigo is doing. Do what others are doing. Yeah. Am I swear? Though we never even start. Eh? We never even start. But they work about the job. People when they work, they see them for inside video. They go, they don't become magnet to AI. All these UK fake lawyers. Fair lawyer. A lawyer don't fail. Fair lawyer. Fair lawyer. Eh? If not be mumuma. Nana person can they do show your body. Go and walk. Let your work show what you can do. May God not let anyone reap the fruit of your labor. Nobody will reap the fruit of my labor. In Jesus' mighty name. As we remain igodalo, nobody born out of a woman can stop him from not winning this election. If we do the right thing. If we do the right thing. I'm a security man, and I'm using my experience, what I was taught in academy, everything that I learned in security department. That is what I'm using. How can you be a barrister? You are not doing assessment. So we all have to go. I'm not going to forget about other people. Let everybody go and report to their foreign affairs ministry. I know they forget about other people. I know they forget about other people. Go. In which country they go to your foreign affairs ministry. If now UK you did, go to home office, go to your foreign affairs. Go and protest. Send an email like Eranomigo. Where I go tell you because a lot of una mumu, una don't know how to do it. Maybe una don't put her for one thing or another. Una don't know how to take do it. I go show una. I go talk her. Hey, God forbid Ukpeworo government. Waiting Kabaka go take una eye do it. We will part of Buwai. The can't beat where Kabaka go beat una. Now Eranomigo go see free. Eranomigo must free because they know. Yeah, Naya. I go narrate them. I go narrate them. They know. They know what I can do. I don't. Nobody. Everybody hand must be on deck. You go down, not they sleep. The wife not they sleep. So they go they bring their children. Now their children come they talk for them for social media. You can see they are desperate. You are telling me don't forget them. Why will I forget them? I did Chaiii my what you wear. My will work here. I don't know where you from come. All this fake account. They will come here, fake account. Oh God, do your own, not do this one. We do it together. Everybody hand must be on deck. So make I enjoy my music. You get many things what I want to do. Move forward, yo, move forward. Back whenever. Yo dalo na the mano. Yo.
Edo must move forward, yo. Move forward, yo. Backward never, yo. May we sabi, then go do a more, yo. Move forward, yo. Backward never, yo.